Good morning, everyone. Today it is battery day. It ended about 3 hours ago, and what we learned was basically Tesla's not using NVX's technology, the DPMG. They're basically doing a different method for production for single crystal cathode. So that's quite interesting. I didn't really spot anything to do with NVX in that announcement. We can see Novonix here is the highest traded today, 2.2 million pre-market, and it's currently gapping up to about $2 at plus 17.6%. Now, a large part of that is, in fact, this US listing, the OTC listing for NVX, which is the stock ticker is NVNXF. We can see yesterday it gapped up from $1.30 to $1.80 and then ran all the way to about $5 or $4.83. And then it just dumped and kind of hung around VWAP for most of the day. Still ended up quite green at $2.70. Now, keep in mind this was before battery day. This was last night, effectively. So what I expect is this to have some weight on NVX. So this is why I suspect the gap up is happening. So what I have here is NVX in the middle here. This is the order book. This is the daily chart here. And what I suspect is, by the look of it, looks like it's gapping up to 210 at the moment. And we got at 10:06:30 to 10:07 is when NVX can open. It wouldn't surprise me to see a rally to 220, which is a resistance level, within like maybe 5 minutes, up to 15 minutes, and then just a sell down from there, because really, what's it doing up there in the first place? Now, I'm going to unmute Discord. I've got a couple of people. You might hear some other voices in there, just other people that I trade with. So, yeah.
A pretty significant gap up by the looks of it.
And we're live. And that is quite a gap up, actually. 210, wasn't expecting it to get that high.
Yeah, I'm deleting my order. I'm not taking it.
You're not taking it long?
Not that high.
I reckon 220 is so clean as a resistance point.
Well, actually, 210 is the high, the all-time.
All-time high. Yeah, but if it gaps up above it, rally to 220. Now the question is the sentiment still so strong with this tech and the product that, despite battery day, it will just keep running, despite the fact that I don't think Tesla mentioned anything to do with NVX this morning. Good morning, Jungle.
Morning, Jim.
Gosh.
I'm recording, by the way.
Hi.
So just so you know, I'm recording for the next half hour.
Okay.
I'll tell you, gapping up.
Yeah.
Oops, had these the wrong way around. You've all gone quiet.
Focus time, mate.
Because you're recording.
Yeah.
You don't want to be held accountable for the shit you say.
Yeah, can't be having that. XJO above 5,800.
Yeah, I thought that would happen. Despite breaking yesterday, thought it'd just be a mess about today. US was green too. NVX 3 minutes.
Wonder how long the short fills will be available for.
Yeah, I was wondering if that'll be the same problem as BRN. I mean, I already got my order in, just in case.
At what?
219.
Okay. Yeah.
So I better get it in now.
Yeah.
Match 214, 213. I'll look at closing at the moment it shoots above 2. So 10:06:30 is the soonest that it can open. And between 10:06:30 and 10:07 for NVX. It'll be worth paying attention to see what happens to the match price up here as it hits 10:06:30 or 10:06:29.
$2.19. $2.20.
Looks like I'll be matching the short.
Yeah.
I'll close it out the moment it goes against me. Keep in mind the US listing is up 110%. Not that I think it gets anywhere near there. $20.
My hands are sweating.
And we're off. Adding to the short here. That 220 breaks, it'll be hot. That's like 200,000 shares. Pop. There it goes. See you later. Gonna add shorts at 226 if it gets there. 225. There goes that 215 wall. And down we go. Beautiful.
Could find support here.
Nah, don't talk shit, mate.
210.
Yeah, the horizontal. Just gonna let this one ride.
Yeah.
I mean, everything about this short is perfect. Everything. It's broken. It's hit that 220, albeit it shot up 20 points. I didn't expect it to shoot up that much. It smashed the 220 trend line, crushed the 210 horizontal, and it's just a massive downswing from here. All these retailers just got smashed going long on this garbage. Retest at 210, shorting at 209, and beautiful. Ideally want to keep it under 210 here. Make sure that momentum keeps going down. Beautiful. $2 smashed.
Gone.
Reload.
Lots of reload. I don't know if he's gonna have the guts.
No, I'm not going to close the short here. Not unless it struggles for like 2 minutes. But no, it's not even a struggle. Smashed. I mean, ultimately, I want to see this close below $1.70, but I think that might be wishful thinking to get that low. Okay, it's struggling.
I don't know what it's doing here.
I got to give it a bit more time.
Yeah.
Letting it develop a bit more. I was tempted to close it out, but I know I shouldn't. I usually close these things out too early. I got to really let it develop a bit more.
What was the high of day yesterday? 75.
Added on just a few hundred more shares at 196. The short side. So the timing, 12 to 15 minutes for any kind of bounce. Still got about 4 more minutes. Beautiful. Oh, it's relentless. I love it. It's interesting because shorts weren't available anytime last week or this week, except for today.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Oof, what a dump. Beautiful.
Nice market order.
Yeah, from 196 to 186, just bang.
I want a FOMO in, but it's
FOMO and what? Short?
yeah.
It's hitting
It's too
that.
late now. I'll let it either return to VWAP or figure out what it wants to do here.
At VWAP at 215. That's cool of fantasy, mate.
Never know. There's a lot of interest in it.
There is. So we're at the 10-minute mark. It's finally showing signs of recovery. Early stages. Might be right. Closed it out at 190. Oh, no, closed out at 188. Even better. Anything above 193, I'll go long. Very, very tight. Nice momentum swing. I had my order in at 193 long, but missed it. How are you doing, Kel?
Not speaking because you're recording.
Fair enough. Riffles?
Yes.
Got a position?
No. Only in zip, not in NVX.
Good morning, beautiful people of general ASX Australia Trading ASX.
Change.
Hey, mate.
I'm recording, by the way.
I shorted NVX this morning.
Good lad.
Very green, which is very nice.
Yeah, made a monster killing today. Now just watch me overtrade it. I'm trying to short again, but
Same.
it's just moved a little too quick for me.
Yeah, but smaller size for the second one.
Yeah,
Not going to
yeah,
go as hard. Sorry, bud. I'm not trying to give you advice.
same. I thought you were talking about yourself.
I'm saying that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm doing the same. It's easy to catch the first, 10-minute momentum swing. It's easy. The rest is a little harder. Sweet. Got some at 191 short.
Yeah, my entry was a bit shit. I got in at 8.8.
We're in that at 12 to 15 minute range at the moment, so it might be a little bit too soon to short, but it's usually the bounce period.
From the morning, it's kind of bounced off the 78 from today, from yesterday.
Oh, look at that daily candle too. Delicious. I decided today not to have my quick order tab open. All limit orders. Worked out alright.
Yeah, as long as you've got a couple up. But you've got to have if you're sold, you've got to have a couple of buy orders up.
Oh, I have like
take a
6 of
couple of
each. Yeah, I've got.
You have a couple of different levels to take out. So I took some at 200, some at 190, then the last bit at 190 when it failed to go through. Like scaled out. It's trying to build something here, but I don't trust it. I don't think it's going to hold. But I'm waiting at the moment.
Yeah, the bounce is weak. I mean, for such a huge sell-off, just look at the daily and look how much it bounced. It's like nothing. I'm trying to think of a situation where this really bounces to like VWAP, which is 211. But then I keep thinking the financials, the fundamentals are shit. What is it? It gapped up to what? 750 mil market cap on the back of nothing. And then if you check Hot Copper, or if you, pretty much Hot Copper or Facebook, you see what people are saying about the stock. They've all got like stars in their eyes. They're all fantasizing about this being like a $5 stock. The FOMO and the, I guess, surreal nature of how people are talking about this stock is exactly what caused it to pump all the way to $2.20, $2.40. Ridiculous.
Daily low so far is 184.
Can you imagine what kind of person's buying this on open?
Look, if you would want to add something like this to your long-term portfolio, probably the end of next week, once it's really sagged, then it might be something you might swing, like a super fund, whack it in there. But
it's so overpriced that even for long term, like it's going to take you how many years, if not, or months to years, to get your money back. Like you may as well wait and then enter when it's around $1 again. Even $1 feels a little over the top.
Yeah, it depends on how well they go with their battery stuff.
Well, they
But
didn't
we
get a
can talk
mention.
about that later.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm just watching NVX and Afterpay, so I don't know if anyone else is overly busy. I mean, that's pretty much my day done.
I'm not looking at anything except NVX right now.
Fucking killing on NVX. I don't have to trade for the rest of the day.
I had a big miss yesterday.
On what, sorry?
A big miss on gin yesterday.
Ah, right,
Me
yeah,
too. I had to go for a walk.
I
Rage
looked at
quit.
it. I looked at it in the morning. I saw the cross trade level, and I wrote in my morning notes that is going to be a very significant level, right?
Hmm.
So I wrote it down. I knew that level. Then I was watching something else. Didn't set an alert. It dropped 100 points from that level. Like it drew it up there like a magnet, and then dropped 100 points. I was like, mate, that was the trade of the day. You can get huge size on. There's plenty of short available. Like,
I just constantly kept missing gin.
mate,
Yeah.
with it had a cross trade at 1850, right? And after the big sell off in the morning, that 1850 drew it up like a magnet, and then it only got to 1849, and then it sold down basically 90 points from there without much of a pullback. Like, it just was such an obvious level, I just felt like, mate, that was the most amateur way you've watched a stock in a long time, Mr. Change. You need to give yourself what's that thing they do when you're a staunch Catholic? What's that self-punishment they do when you're a staunch Catholic? Whatever that
Clamps
is.
on the nipples.
Flagellation.
Yeah, whatever that is. That's what I needed to do yesterday. That was a very, very, like, mate, in this market especially, you miss opportunities like that. That can make your week a good trade like that. 100 points on a massive stock where you can get good size on, and the most obvious trade ever. Like, I was upset with the miss, not with the money from it. Just like, mate, what do you think you're doing? That was the
It's gonna
obvious
fall
trade
over.
of the day.
Yes.
Anyway, I'll stop hassling myself.
I was gonna say I was being stingy. I was trying to get like a really good entry on gin for the short. Spotted the reversal, and I just kept missing it. I went to look at other things and just just dumped without me. Brilliant. But
It's just
yeah,
gonna shit itself, right?
what NVX?
Yeah.
It's on the brink. I mean, it
What
really
are these
doesn't want to
candles?
make. Yeah, look at the 4 dojis on the minute. That's interesting. Volumes tapered off completely.
The candles of indecision.
Yeah, there'll be a big volume pump in either direction, I think. I haven't seen that in a very, very long time.
LCL's getting some love today.
Oh yeah? You like trading garbage? Yeah.
I just like trading whatever's moving. AGH too.
Gin's dumping again, Change.
Is it?
Here we go.
NVX just kept reloading the 188 constantly. Here we go. Here's the dump. The buyers have just lost it there.
Yeah.
The constant reload just kept it at bay.
I can't take it anymore.
Some
See you later.
capitulation.
Yeah, if it breaks a new load, that'd be beautiful.
It has.
184, 183, 180. Okay, beautiful.
I took profits at 84.
It's a
Just
good
in
spot to
case it
take
does
profits,
bounce.
mate.
Really? I was
It's a
going
good
to say
spot,
this is a start of a downswing, but
Oh, god damn it. There's that big order that pushes it down.
But
I mean,
it may have been a good spot to take half.
Yeah.
Because it could have bounced there.
That's me done on this stock for now. I'm happy.
no, I disagree. I mean, this is the beginning of a much larger swing. IMO DYOR.
Yeah, I'm not saying cover all of it, but that previous low is a very smart spot to cover some, even if you hold a core. It's a smart spot to cover some because it could bounce from there.
I mean, look, it'll probably retest 184 again, and that'll be a re-entry. But I'm gonna tell you how to trade. But I think this is just another 15-minute swing to the downside till about 10:45. I mean, that's just usually how the momentum works. That up until 10:45, and that's where it just goes sideways or shits around.
Yesterday's high is 175.
Zip did a nice return to VWAP play, so I'll get in that. A bit slower moving.
That long that that long that I was holding on MMS looks like it's going to return to VWAP too, Jamie.
Oh, okay,
You put me onto that a couple of days ago.
I got you, mate.
Of course you
So,
have.
Close 170. Oh no, open 170. Close was 169.50. High 175. I reckon it can beat yesterday's low, which was 167, but there's not an entry for me at the moment. It's no really good place. Coming up on yesterday's high.
Am I the only one with a position on NVX?
I think so.
I'm with you.
There we go, Kel.
There's Pinot coming to you, my friend.
Oh, how much? Just one bottle?
It depends when I close.
The best that comes in a cask.
Gross. What'd you end up getting, Kel?
Hang on, let me have a look.
This is like a double positive for you, Demo.
Hmm?
It's like double positive. The money and the
wine.
confirmation that your video was on the right side.
Oh, it always was. I mean, as long as Tesla didn't mention Novonix, they didn't mention the technology, they didn't mention the production, nothing, just down the drain.
So I shorted at 226 and added on at 216.
Beautiful.
Very nice.
Then I bought it back at 192.
Yep.
And then went again at 188. And I'm still in.
Beautiful.
Bit of a bounce here, maybe. Chance for a re-entry, short.
So that was yesterday's high, where it bounced. That 175.
Mm-hmm.
That was a weak bounce.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was looking at. It's just like, was it really? Yeah, okay. That's... I mean, I always suspected this would drop to like $1.50, but I never expected a gap up to 220. But at the same time, I also never expected that there was an OTC listing, so that kind of threw a spanner in the works. Yeah, I'm going to add a short, maybe on this candle, 184, the retest is. I'll close it out if it goes above 188. That's where the sell reload was happening. It was at 188. So bounce off yesterday's high back to resistance. And if it breaks above 188, there's like, for me, there's no point holding. Afterpay swinging down. I'm actually contemplating putting on a lot of size at 187 and having a really tight stop at 180, 189.
When the books get this thin, you really do have to go on those edges because otherwise people can just knock it so easy, one way or the other, with bugger all money.
Hit 188 perfectly and rejected.
I didn't see how much went through at 188. But once it hits 188 again, only one of two things really happens. Is a massive pump to like really reverse, or it just gets straight up rejected, like really hard as well. I don't think there's really an in-between. I don't think it's going to grind down or grind up. It's going to be a big swing either direction. Not like morning volume swing, but...
No, it might be good to wait at VWAP if it gets through there, just to hang out and see how it reacts there.
Got 10 more minutes. I stopped trading it, I think. Once it hits 10:45, it'll be a grind. Looking for an entry long for Afterpay. Like a pullback more so than a reversal. Get onto that momentum swing.
You still short zip riffles?
I was long off VWAP, but I just got out.
Oh, okay.
Did you trade this Desel news, Jamie?
No. There's no short fills on it anyway. It only pumped a little bit.
10:38, and we're going sideways. I think that might be it. Still, there's a real action swing of some sort. It's just guess I was wrong about the 188. Didn't retest it. Didn't do anything. Now I'm looking at the daily, wondering how much more selling can there be in one day.
Filled the gap beautifully.
Oh yeah. Alright, well, for the sake of the video, I'm going to have a stop at like 189-ish. Otherwise, I'll keep it for the downswing, see how low it can go. Otherwise, I'm not going to record all 6 hours of the market for this one. It's just going to be a grind. Hope you learned something.